What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity back bumble. What about now? It's time to rock with the biggity back bumble. Bum to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bum to the bump to the bumble. Bum to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bum to the bump to the bumble. Bum to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bum to the bump to the bumble. Bum to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bum to the bump to the bumble. Bump to the boot to the boot to the boot boot. Bump to the bass to the bass bass. Bump to the boot to the boot to the boot. Bump to the bass to the bass bass. Bump to the boot to the bump to the bass. Bump to the boot to the bump to the boot to the bump to the bass. Bump to the boot to the bump to the boot to the bump to the bass. Bump to the boot to the bump to the boot to the bump to the bass. Bump to the boot to the bump to the boot to the bump to the bass. Bump to the boot to the bump to the boot to the bump to the bass. Bump to the boot to the bump to the boot to the bump to the bass. Bump to the boot to the bump to the boot to the bump to the bass. Bump to the boot to the bump to the boot to the boot to the boot boot bump to the bass to the bass bass. Bump to the boot to the boot to the boot bump to the bass to the bass bass.
Hello, everyone. So, I want to explain myself for a moment, because obviously this is not what today's scheduled stream is going to be. I decided very, very last minute, as in within the last couple minutes, that no, I don't want to play Lisa tonight. As much as I want to continue Lisa, it is a very brutal game, both in terms of its content and its knack for kicking the player while they're down. And I decided that I didn't want to deal with it tonight. And we'll try again next week. Maybe. Because next week's schedule might be a little weird. But there's also like two other reasons. One of them is I have not been sleeping well these past few nights. And Lisa, under normal plans, I would go for 4 hours, especially since, you know, I'm trying to make sure I finish the game before end of September. But if I only stream for 3 hours with a game that's better suited for 3 hours of gameplay, that means I am less inclined to stay up late and can just go to bed at my usual time. On top of that, starting tomorrow, I am trying a clean slate and trying to improve my health, both in terms of hygiene, diet, exercise, and a bunch of other things. So, with the combination of that and trying to go to bed at a decent time, I think I'd rather play something that I know I can finish in 3 hours. I know Super Metroid pretty well. It has been a while, I think, since my last playthrough of it, though. So, we'll see how it goes. I'm not a speedrunner, but I do generally know this game sequence. No, I'm gonna sit back, relax. Because this is one of my favorite games of all time. Is this my favorite SNES game? Probably. I don't know what's up with my throat right now. Actually, I have a bunch of different SNES games that I could say are my favorite, because there's a few SNES games that are top of the list for me. So when I think of the best SNES game, there's actually quite a few that I think of. Super Metroid, Mega Man X, A Link to the Past, Earthbound, Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario World, Super Castlevania 4. Did I say that already? I don't know if I did. So any one of them at any point, or at different points, could be my favorite SNES game, depending on my mood. They're all extremely good. The best of the best on the console. I'm gonna be real, I love the aesthetics of the SNES. I love the sound chip, I love the graphics, I love the games. Even if some of them frustrate me. Now, it might be because the SNES was the first console I ever played on. Well, either that or the Genesis, I'm actually not sure which one, but I have this very specific memory, and there's some, like, autism in this memory, you know? I'll explain what I mean by that in a moment. Where I remember playing SNES games in my grandma's study. Specifically games like Donkey Kong Country. And looking out the window and seeing a high-rise nearby. And I have this very specific scene I can picture in my head of me doing that. Of how it looks, how the room smells. And I don't know why. And I think part of it is just the childlike wonder of what's inside the high-rise. But SNES games in general just make me think of that moment. Make me remember being a kid with no worries. And how I felt in that moment. It's probably why I have such a strong attachment to these SNES games. It's because, aside from A Link to the Past and Earthbound, and, well, Super Metroid, actually, I played all those when I was a kid. I had, my SNES collection, our SNES collection, is kind of actually mostly a hand-me-down from our sister. Because they're actually, most of them are her games.
Hello!
That was a man. And, we're just technically borrowing them until she wants them back. As far as we know, she doesn't want them back, though. But yawn. But some of the games we owned, or we've owned since I was a kid, from my sister's or our sister's collection, were Super Mario World, All-Stars, Donkey Kong Country, Mega Man X, Castlevania 4. Plus a few others that I didn't name before, like Disney's Aladdin and Super Star Wars. And I think Super Empire Strikes Back, actually. Never any good at those games. But I feel another yawn coming. Oh, it was a strong one. But those are some of the SNES games that I have the strongest attachment to. We got A Link to the Past and Super Metroid, I think while I was in high school. So those are fairly late editions. And then with money I earned or saved up. Yeah, that's the face I made when I yawned, let's admit. And then with the money I had saved up or earned, I bought games like NBA Jam, Mortal Kombat 2, and Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Haven't bought an SNES. Oh, I think the last SNES game I bought was Kirby's Avalanche. I haven't bought one in a while. I have been very tempted to buy F-Zero because I really enjoy it. It's funny, I used to hate F-Zero, but playing F-Zero 99 made me appreciate the 2D F-Zeros more. And now fucking F-Zero Climax is one of my favorite GBA games. Even if I've been completely unable to finish it. It's fucking hard, but it's very good. I really enjoy it. Wrong room. Chat, tell me about your day. How's everyone doing? Ow. Also, something I haven't talked about is stuff that I haven't wanted to get into on stream, but something potentially. It hasn't gone through yet, we don't know if it will, but potentially something might be going on with my mom's job that would force her to retire early, something that she doesn't want. So part of the reason why I'm making these changes to my habits is because I might have to start the job hunt as early as next month, by the end of it. So I want to get into these habits now and better myself as quickly as I can. So that way I am more prepared for the eventual job hunt. Now the problem is I don't really have many skills. I am not crafty, not good with my hands, can't draw, can't have barely any experience cooking. And I don't want to work retail. And my mom suggested something that I had never considered, which was data entry jobs. Whether or not I can actually get one is another story, but I mean, I am good with computers. So anything, if I can do remote computer work, that would be fucking perfect. So you're gonna become Y2K. Listen, man, I don't know if that's an insult or not, but I'm inclined to interpret it as one. You know, I know 2 people who actually love that game, genuinely. I went in the game Y2K. Yeah, I know. I know what you meant. I'm not sure what you mean by it, but I knew what you meant. I'm still taking it as an insult. I'm gonna yike out. Wait, is that Is that actually the the backstory of Alex? Is that actually what his fucking backstory is? Holy shit. Oh, I really am gonna be like Alex Y2K. I don't like that. I'm also, like, reeling from the news. Now, this is just technically a rumor so far, because the only source of it is a Twitch insider who has sources at the company, and there's a chance that what he's talking about might not even be implemented at all. But Twitch is considering using streams to train generative AI. And if that goes through, I might retire from streaming early. At least until I can find a suitable alternative to Twitch. I don't want to go to YouTube. I don't like YouTube. I don't like Google any more than I like Amazon. Google's not any better than Amazon, I can only imagine. In fact, Google's actually worse than Amazon in a lot of ways. Better than Kick. I would rather swallow an active wasp hive whole than go to Kick. Well, the Twitch's CEO is kind of an AI dipshit. He just, as far as I know, hasn't said anything since 2024. About AI, I mean. Now, someone on my Twitch team, the Scaly Lounge, streams on stream.place as well as Twitch, which is a federated, or decentralized streaming site. I don't know if it's going to be a viable option for streaming, because when I checked it earlier, there were the main page was telling me there were only 8 people streaming, which is not good. But I mean, somewhere. It's also open source. So this seems everyone is training AI. I'm gonna become a fucking Luddite, man. Alright, this is the one part of the game where I'm going to be rewinding. Fuck it! I need to set up right for this. I need to lock in. Oh, look at that. Alright, chat. I'm gonna ignore you guys for a moment. Bear with me. I'm trying to get the mock ball. And it takes... It's not something I usually get very quickly. I also have to, like, remember how to do it. Oh, take... Jump, woman! Jump! Oh, I think I hit the ceiling. Yep. Oh, I've seen the videos.
Hello.
Fuck. My ball. I'm trying to get a trick to work and I'm struggling. I don't need Xeno's help. I can do this one. It just takes me a couple attempts to get the timing right. There we go. They told you I didn't need his help. This trick either takes me 2 tries or 20. But I will eventually get it. Now, the funny thing is, there's actually a different trick that I do later that Zeno doesn't do, even though he's the one who taught me the mock ball. Because I do a trick later in the game to get a reserve tank early. And I actually do the hardest version of the trick, because I find it... Because I'd rather do it right then and there instead of waiting until I get an item later. Because there's a reserve tank that you can get, that you're meant to use, I think, the grappling hook, or grapple beam to get. You can get it early, if you... You can get it early if you use the ice beam on an enemy in the room. You can get it even earlier if you do a really tricky wall jump up the wall the door is on. And that's what I do. And from what I looked up, the trick that I do is a harder version of getting it early. And I do it because I figured, why not? And I know I can do it. But Zeno doesn't do that because he gets the ice beam on me. Since I don't do that, I have to go through my own method. Now, to be clear, most speedrunners don't do that trick because most speedrunners get the ice beam early. Which I don't do. Yo, what's up, man? Spike loves pain. Ironic, because I'm not streaming the painful tonight. Oh, it's just a missile recharge. One of my favorite little details about this game, by the way, is Samus has unique left and right facing sprites. As when she's facing right, you can see her hand over her arm cannon, but when she's facing left, you don't see as much of the arm cannon because her left arm is blocking it. And it's just a nice little detail that not many games from this era would even bother doing. They would just flip the, they would just flip one of the sprites. It's a little thing, but I really do like that detail. Just because it was uncommon for its time. Alright, I will be right back. We're going to go do an ad break.
What about now? It's time to rock.
Doki doki. You gotta get the charge beam, which is down here. Oh, that bounces too far back. There's actually another item down here, but we can't get it yet. I think it needs the speed booster, which we get later in Norfair. Oh, you're right, actually. You're right. When you're right, you're right. You short charge though, you can do it without the gravity suit. Well, I can't short charge. So you're not supposed to have, you're not supposed to have super missiles when you go into this fight. You end the fight very quickly if you get one early. But there's only one that's available to you early, and that's the one that I have. I don't know how I remember this, but I just remember with that fucking whack-ass Sonic Boom game that was on Wii U. I want to say it was Rise of Lyric. There was a glitch in it at launch, where if you jumped as Knuckles and then paused and unpaused, you could jump again. You can also skip the fight entirely if you get super missiles early. True, because the only reward from it is super missiles, which you already have, so you can just go further down in the previous room. Yeah, speaking of Sonic Boom, I actually knew a guy who thought Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric was genuinely and unironically one of the best games of the year, and he bought 2 copies because he was convinced it would become a collector's item years later. No, actually, I'm curious. What even is it at now? Is it, in fact, a collector's item? Was he right? Sonic Boom Wii U, eBay. Too bad, so sad. Sealed, it's worth $70, but loose, it's like 15 to 20. Which I think is still too expensive. Well, then again, Wii U games are kind of hard to get a hold of these days. So I guess it's kind of understandable. Kind of. There's really, not much of a reason to get a Wii U. I mean, it is the only way to play Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD. And it's also the only way to play Star Fox Zero and Paper Mario Color Splash. And Game & Wario. And Star Fox Guard, which is part of Star Fox Zero. So then I guess if you are interested in those games specifically, then yeah, there's kind of a reason to own a Wii U. Aside from that, not really. Well, the Wii U did have some better versions of some games, at least of its time. At the time, and I think even still now, it had the best version of Rayman Legends. It still has the best version of Zombie U. It's got the best version of, or at least I think at the time it was considered to be the best version of Batman Arkham City. And in my opinion, it has the best version of Deus Ex Human Revolution. This is ignoring, like, PC versions, I guess. Okay, so then again, I guess there are a few reasons to get a Wii U if you really are interested in that. It does also natively output Wii games in HD, which is pretty sweet. If you really like the Wii, which I do. But like any other Wii U exclusive that got a Switch port, or a later port, you're better off playing those other versions. Because any Nintendo first-party game that came out on Wii U that got a Switch port later on, the Switch port usually is better. Mario 3D World has online co-op on Switch. I think Captain Toad has co-op on Switch. I could be wrong with that. Mario Kart 8 got the whole booster course stuff, but also had an improved battle mode that actually is a battle mode. Because everybody hated the weird fucking racing battle mode that base Mario Kart 8 had. When's Mario 4D World? 2037. They have to figure out how to work in the fourth dimension. Isn't the fourth dimension time? Where did I even read that? Did I read? Was that a Wrinkle in Time that said that? I should read that again. I read that book at far too young an age. I did not understand it. It's another one of those books that is going to be hard to take seriously as an adult, because that was also one of those things that came out on the cusp of the understanding of the mitochondria. So it places a big emphasis on the mitochondria. Which, for me, has been ruined because of the mitochondria as the powerhouse of the cell memes. Now, to be fair, I had that same problem with Parasite Eve, because Parasite Eve also came, or at least the original novel the game is based on, came out on the cusp of the understanding of the mitochondria. So it goes through all this fantastical stuff that supposedly the mitochondria can lead to, which is all bullshit, of course. But it's fun. You know, come to think of it, if there are any remaining Wii U games I want, I should probably track them down. I did want to get Star Fox Zero and Game & Wario just to have them. We did own Black Ops 2 on Wii U at one point. I don't know if any other COD games came out on Wii U. I know Black Ops 2 did, and I think Ghosts did. Yeah, Ghosts. I beat you to it. Slow down. If you're fast enough with the super missile shots, you can kill him instantly there, I think. Well, here's the thing, right now. Here's the thing, if I do get that job, if I do get a job, I don't have to worry about rent or bills right now, because I'm living with family. So, assuming my living situation doesn't suddenly change, that does mean more money for getting games I want. More money more frequently, for that matter. Now, of course, I'm not going to be buying games willy-nilly, because once I have an actual proper income, that also means I can start actually buying things that I really need. Like, I need a new desk chair. I need a new headset. I would really like to get a webcam and a mic stand, or at least a mic. A proper mic. Oh, that would be nice. Okay, if I get a fucking... If I get a new headset, I don't need a mic. And to be clear, some of this I'm probably going to get with birthday money. Because like, I get money for my birthday. I don't know, much to think about. Sometimes I feel like that one 4chan post I saw, I don't know what kind of shit people were telling this person, but a dude on 4chan was talking about how he got a warehouse job which paid pretty nicely, and he was actually making a decent amount of money from it, and called out everyone who told him that getting a job wasn't worth it as being idiots. Of course, I've never said that, but I think about that whenever I think about how nice it would be to have a job. Because most normal people don't think about that because they already have jobs. Oh, 4chan neets are idiots, what a shocker. Yeah, but I mean, the reason why I think of it is because I'm technically a neet. It was only ever going to be temporary, I just never really worked up the courage to get the job, I guess. It's a big change. And I don't like change. But also, I was really worried because, like, for getting a job, I don't have any skills, so and I didn't want to work retail. But I had never considered something like a data entry job. Now, I might have to swallow my pride and work at a company that uses AI, but I don't necessarily need to use AI while I'm there. In fact, I know a lot of people who work at companies that want them to be using AI, and they actively resist every attempt to use it. Okay, boomer. Death by hammers. Can't touch this. Death by MC Hammer. I would like to get out of the lava acid thing. I don't know which one this is. Some of these pits are lava, some of them are acid. Alright. So this is the room I was talking about with the trick that I do, where I do the harder version of the trick because I'm a masochist. I don't actually think it's all that hard. But if you're a normal Super Metroid player, you need the grapple beam, and if you're an actual person who plays Super Metroid, you need the ice beam. But I just do that. And it lets me get... Oops. Lets me get this early. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Everything's going wrong in this room. And it lets me get this early. And also this, which I kind of forgot was here. So chat, I ask this every time I stream an SNES game. What is your favorite SNES game? I talked about mine earlier. I have too many that I could consider my favorite. Far too many. I love the SNES. What is yours? Chrono Trigger? You know, Val, I think you have said that before, so I think I already knew that. Chrono Trigger, I do want to play it. I am, though I'm not going to be playing the SNES version. And I'm not going to be playing the DS version. I'm going to be playing the PS1 version. But, spoiler alert, that is going to be our next RPG after Lisa the Joyful. Which we'll finish after Lisa the Painful. Whenever I get around to that. But I have been wanting to play Chrono Trigger for a long time. And then when I play Chrono Trigger, load times is my favorite. Well, unfortunately, it's the only version I own. And I see no reason why to buy the game again when I haven't even finished any of the one version I do own. So now I'm curious, how much even is the, actually, you know what? Zeno, can you look up Chrono Trigger on SNES? Or for SNES on eBay? How much is it? On average. Loose, not complete. I'm not going to shell out for a complete copy. I don't think I go this way yet. Do I go down or left? Not left. Hundreds. 250 plus for loose. God fucking damn. Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah. If I get a high-paying job with a six-figure salary, maybe. CIB with map? Came with a map? 1,200. Fuck. Yeah, that's a no. I'll stick with PS1 version.
It helps to have a map.
It does help to have a map, it's true. Like this one that we have right here. Very helpful. And your DS cartridge isn't in perfect condition because you left it in your pocket once and it was destroyed. Oof, unfortunate. Yeah, I still have, or all my DS games from when I was younger are in pretty good condition. And thankfully I still have the boxes for all of them. Which is kind of wild because I usually kept most of them in a separate case. So, glad I still have the boxes. Most of my later DS games, the ones that I bought with my own money, are in okay condition. Someone drew a heart on my copy of Clubhouse games, though, and I'm not sure what the deal is with that.
Dicks!
I thought I'd sell it, of course. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Chrono Trigger. I'm looking at starting that in November, assuming we finish List of the Joy Fall. Oh, Chad, I'm so glad I didn't fall out the door the moment I left this room. Wave beam! Chat room, those spikes deal a lot of damage. I am also a spike that deals a lot of damage. This is the Mega Man, true. I don't know if I've ever streamed Mega Man X. Or any Mega Man game for that matter. I don't think I've streamed any. I do want to play the Mega Man X games. So out of all the Mega Man games, like of all the different series between Classic, X, Zero, Star Force, and whatnot, the ones that I'm most interested in are Base X, not Zero, and Legends. I don't know if I'll stream the X games, but I will stream the Legends games. And there is a Mega Man X RPG. That I do want to stream. Legends and X are good. Yeah, exactly. That's why I want to stream it. I feel when Capcom will never release Mega Man Legends 3. God. I remember that. I remember how disappointed the writer in Nintendo Power sounded when they announced the cancellation. And Capcom had the nerve to blame the fans for not being interested enough in it. Because they were planning this whole thing where fans would help make the game. And then they blamed the fans for not taking part in it enough. Capcom constantly goes back and forth between being one of the worst big companies in Japan to one of the best. And I'm not sure where they are right now. Oops. Yeah, I have to use data instead of Wi-Fi at work. Twitch is now blocked. Oh no. This is where you go with the Ice Beam, and you can get it early if you mock ball here, but I don't do that. Oops. Fuck, I'll just jump over, whatever. Think we go to Red Tower now? Yeah, the ice beam. Wait, no, I need the grapple beam, and I don't get the grapple beam yet. I need power bombs. Where the fuck are power bombs? I never remember where Crocomire is. There's a way to hit that. I don't know how to do it. Let me try going this way. See if there's anywhere I can go over here. One lot. Ah, there we go. Sorry, there's some dead skin I was trying to get off. This goes this way. It brings us back this way. Ah, ha ha ha, ha 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 ha. Ah. That's a fucking deep cut of a reference nobody here is going to get. I believe Crocomire is right below there. So I'm gonna see what's on the right. So don't remember. Just this. Oh, there's another door. Maybe there's something else. Room I can't get through. Yay! Bitch. Those have power bombs right now? Okay, but I can get them right here. So I don't see the problem. Yeah, it's so easy to get. Like, why? Oh. Why even make it so difficult? Just get it. I don't know what I'm saying, Chad. I'm just kind of talking. The words are just kind of coming out of my mouth. Oops. As coherent as ever. Belle, you're so mean to me. Belle, would you bully this face? Actually, don't answer that. I know the answer. Ow. Fuck. Yeah. No, 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 no. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Get up. Wait, isn't there a save point, like, right, really close to here? Like, why are there two save points so close together? What the fuck? I just hit a save point a moment ago. Why so many? Oh god. Okay, good. Fuck! Oh shit, fuck. So now we have these things. I believe our next stop is the wrecked ship. We gotta go back through Red. We gotta go back through Red Tower first. Then we can get through the wrecked ship. And then I think after that is Meridia. But we're probably gonna take a couple detours after that so I can get some items. Someone I remember where to go. I don't want to break that just yet. That is Meridia, that tube. And we will be going through there. A lot of Metroid games after Super Metroid have you breaking a tube. And it's usually a reference to the Meridia tube. Oh, by the way, chat, I'm only going to stream for 3 hours tonight. The whole reason why I'm playing this is because it's something that I can normally finish in 3 hours, but if I have to go late to finish it, I'm probably just going to end early, and it's just going to be... I'm just going to finish it off stream. I just wanted something more chill tonight than Lisa. I'll try to stream Lusa next week. Hopefully I'll be up for it. X-ray scope! This game really isn't all that long, though, if you know where everything is. Though, admittedly, my memory isn't the best with this game, because I've been playing it less and less frequently. Not because I don't love it, mind you. I mean, this is one of my all-time favorite games, and it's absolutely timeless. I could replay this for decades. It's just, I've been spending less time replaying games that I've already beaten, as I try to get through my never-ending backlog. Which means for some of the games that I like to try to get through as quickly as possible when I replay them, just for fun, like Ocarina of Time and this game, I'm starting to forget how to do the sequences. Also, with Metroid Prime 4 supposedly being the start of a new trilogy, I really hope Retro can do something a little better with a Prime 5. Because, from what I understand, all of Prime 4's problems are a result of them being told, of them having to salvage Namco's attempt at Metroid Prime 4. And fundamentally, the game is enjoyable. It's just, it's got a lot of low points. And honestly, I think, after playing through the original Prime trilogy again, I was way too harsh on Prime 3. Prime 3 is awesome. I think we'll have enough time to finish this, though. Might have to go just a little bit late, but nothing more like 30 minutes tops. Maybe even less. Oh, while I'm thinking of it, I finished Astrobot completely. I have 100%ed everything in-game. There's just a few achievements I want to get. And then I will be done with it completely. But I'm going to do the achievements later. However, I do need to go back to Astro's Playroom, because I learned there are 4 extra VIP bots in Astrobot that you can only get if you found them in Astro's Playroom. And they were added in updates to the Playroom. And those updates, or those characters are like Celine from Returnal, Lady Maria from Bloodborne, a race car driver from Gran Turismo, and another Ape Escape monkey. I'll grab these items I was going to get over here when I come back from having the gravity suit. As there's an area up there that's a little easier to get through when you have the extra damage reduction from the gravity suit. Oh, you're gonna be this bitch today, huh? Ad break. Oh god. Alright. We'll come back. Enjoy the ads. Or music. Don't enjoy the ads. Hate the ads, actually. I fucking hate them. Motherfuck! Alright, is this gonna be long or short? Short. Buddy, fix your car. Car should not sound like that. Long or short? Short. And I missed. Oh. So when he does that little bit where he disappears and starts shooting flames, he either does a long version or a short version, and when you're trying to beat this fight quickly, you want it to be the short version. Okay, he's playing nice tonight. If you get really unlucky, he'll do the long version every time, where he goes for like 2 or 3 rounds of shooting fireballs without becoming vulnerable. And he's doing the long version this time. Okay, now he's being a bitch. And you don't want to use super missiles on him, because if you do, he does a really tough to avoid attack that deals a lot of damage. You bitch. There we go. Yeah, I think we'll definitely have enough time to finish the game, because all we have left is Meridia and Lower Norfair. And then whatever cleanup I want to do before I fight Mother Brain. I might do it with a lower percent this time. There are a few things I want to collect in the ship, though. I think I need the gravity suit for some of them, so... Yeah, I wanted the gravity suit for going through here. Hate this room so much. Bear with me, guys. Ah! Look, it's Jimothy. I don't actually know this guy's name. When he follows you, he has Samus's color scheme. He is friendly, and if you kill him, he never respawns. He is not in any other room in the game. Yippee! Yeah, regardless of if I'm starting the job hunt or what happens, come November, there may be some changes to how I do my stream schedule and how I do games, assuming I don't just retire early because of Twitch being bullshit. What this means, I don't know yet. If I get a job, longer stream times are definitely out of the question. Possibly. If I don't need to get a job just yet, I might hold off for a little bit longer and see where I can take streaming. Because something that I wanted to experiment with was streaming for more time and like starting earlier in the day. So either streaming one game for longer either streaming one game for longer or doing double game days. Where I stream 2 games for 3 hours each with a lunch break in between them. Or a dinner break in between them. To try to like push streaming a little bit. But if I do that, I might go back to streaming only 4 days a week instead of sticking to 5. There would still be a multiplayer night every week, of course, but it wouldn't have to be one dedicated day to it. Because this also means I can play more kinds of games on stream. Because if I'm doing like a 6-hour game or something, it does mean I would be able to stream games like Yakuza. It would be far too late to stream Yakuza. But at the very least, I'd have games like that as an option. Because if I have more time to do it, that would make me feel better about doing it, because those are games that I want to take my time in. And with how I like to play them, it doesn't really leave me a lot of time to fit them in the stream, because it just takes too long. And I mean, even games that I might not necessarily play like that. I mean, I know people like Azra, who spent an entire year streaming Persona 5. Like, when she started Persona 5, she streamed it almost every week. And she didn't finish it until the following year. And, like, that's something that I would like to personally avoid. But it's something that I can do if I'm streaming for longer. Because it means not only do I have more time for games like that, and thus they don't take as long, but it also means if I wanted to, I could, say, stream Xenoblade Genesis for 3 hours every time I stream, but it's only one of the games I stream that day. And I know multiple people who stream multiple games every time they stream. Lumi, not LumiTuber, different Lumi. Lume, that Lumi. For one thing, streams multiple games in one session every time he streams. And so does Kelta. So I have options where I can take my streaming and I have time to think about it. I will say though, if I do get a job, if I'm able to get like a remote work data entry job or just any kind of remote work job, maybe I can still fit that in. We'll see. But I don't know yet. But I do want to try to put more effort and emphasis in the streams to try to help streams take off, because it would mean a lot to me if I can make that happen. I love streaming. I love being able to stream. But I also would like it to work out a little better. I'm not even asking for, like, buff pop numbers or something like that. But being able to just have a steady income from Twitch would be pretty nice. That's the dream, isn't it? Honestly, I don't even know if I want to be, like, at buff up numbers. That would probably make my anxiety go crazy. I don't know how big streamers do it. But also, the thing is, having a smaller chat is kind of nice, because it means I actually get to talk to people, like, hold conversations. Nobody's chatting right now at the moment, but when people are chatting, I actually get to, like, talk to people. When you have thousands of viewers, you don't get to talk to anyone. You're basically just talking to yourself, and people occasionally chime in. Kohai has actually talked about this, that he wants to be a bigger streamer, but he also wants to still be able to talk to his chat. Okay, don't do that there, got it. So the intent is to have to choose one of these, but if you stay in the center, you can get both of them. I do gotta wonder what you do if you run out of power bombs when you get to the bottom there. Like, are you just shit out of luck? Oops, game over. What do you do if that happens? Going back down to this area, because there's a couple things we can get here. Also, on your return trip here, the camera does not lock in place, which is your hint that there's something here. Don't want to go here though, but I do want to unlock that door. I actually didn't mean to use that, but you know what? That was probably the correct solution anyways. Blah. Alright. We are done over here. We got one last detour. And then I can get into Meridia. Ugh, hiccups. Chad, I had a pretty big supper. I had 2 hot dogs, a bowl of chips, and what I think was called a stromboli. Which is some kind of pastry thing filled with, I think ham, salami, no, like salami, pepperoni, some kind of cheese and tomatoes. And peppers. It was pretty good. Pretty okay, actually, I guess. Not the best thing I've had. Also not the worst, though. What did I want it again? Probably not. It wasn't the worst. It wasn't too bad. But it was filling. That's kind of what I wanted. No, you don't. Jumped way too early. I have never gotten stuck that badly there before. What the fuck? I don't remember what's down here. Don't remember if it's anything important. It's not. Alright, time to run through this shit. And that's another energy tank. Alright, now we are good. Now we can go. So now it is Meridia time. So now, we do something that the game never directly tells you to do. And if you try it, it'll work. And for some reason, it speeds up if you hold the run button. Whoops, that's the wrong option entirely. Also, there's a shape point right here. Now, this is actually not the entrance to Meridia. This is, I think, more of an exit. But, this puts you closer to where you need to be than the actual entrance to Meridia. So I usually go here. And just avoid the entrance entirely. I'm going to shit. You know what? It's my stream. I can do my own. I can make my own rules. I can do whatever I want. It's my stream. Fuck you. And I'm going the wrong way. Wait a minute. I just remembered. Here we go. That's the right way. Alright, maybe I should drink some water. God, what is going on with the buttons today? There we go. Alright, that's the last reserve tank. It's actually easier to get this spring ball, but doing this way gets me a little closer to both the map and I think the spring ball, actually, because I think I can get the spring ball down here. Spring ball. Alright, now that we got this. We get through these fuck-ass rooms, which I hate. And now we have the map. Yippee! This area is big, and there's a good chunk of it that I don't even need to go to. Really, you don't want to stay here longer than you need to be. Meridia just sucks. Okay, but now we have the spring ball, which should make some things a little easier. The spring ball is optional to beat the game. It is the only item that is intended to be optional, because you never need it at any point in the game to beat the game. It does help get some items, though, especially when you're underwater in Meridia. Technically, the X-ray scope is also not required to beat the game, because if you already know where everything is, you never need to actually pick it up. I don't think it actually does anything, other than tell you what blocks are where, which, if you already have the game memorized, you wouldn't need to worry about, because you already know where everything is. Oh dear God. Xeno, are you also playing Super Metroid? Or are you playing Splatoon Raiders? I'm just curious, because normally when I stream Super Metroid, you try to beat me in it. You're watching Forged in Fire and Food Network stuff. Okay. Well, then you should play Super Metroid some other time. Ah! Energy tank. This might be one of the last ones we grab. One of, not necessarily the last one. Okay. I just remember I'm supposed to be doing something while I wait. Well, Zeno, you're gonna have to hurry the fuck up if you want to beat the game before me, because I only have Ridley and Turian left. Space jump! Alright, now that I'm done here... Well, I'm not done in Meridia completely, because now 2 doors have opened. There's a door, I believe, in here. Yeah, that is opened. And there should be another door in the upper part of Meridia that is also open. And this takes me to that upper part. Of course, I could also just die in the sand pit. It's this door. Buddy, cars shouldn't sound like that. Fix your goddamn car. Some dick shitter just revved his engine real loud and I heard some pops. You're not intimidating or impressing anyone with that. Okay, let's see. Can I beat the game in 30 minutes? I might have to go a little bit late. It entirely depends on how quickly I can get to Ridley. Why are so many people revving their fucking engines? I think I actually go up and then I can go back down. Let's try mock ball. Okay, fuck you. Ad break. Oh god. Hang on. Let me get to the save room. Yes, just like right here. I'll get to the save room and then I'll go to intermission. All right. Alright. Chad, I'm not entirely confident I can finish this in 30 minutes. Norfair is just this way. That right there is the map. I'm gonna grab that real quick. Even though I don't need it. But it would help. Because it does show where Ridley is. If I remember correctly, a little bit above him is where the entrance to Lower Norfair is. So I need to get over there. Because the map only shows you where Ridley is, it doesn't show you the rest of Lower Norfair. So you still have to get over there yourself. Okay. Alright. Well, maybe we can finish this in about, well, 20 minutes now. Lower Norfair isn't super long. How dare you? Stretch. Uh-oh. Oh, no. A care package. What the? Come here, you. Alright, I'll hydrate and stretch. I'll be good. Gotta be good to yourself, you know? Treat your body well and it will thank you later. I think. Screw it, time. I will actually take that. Well, Zeno got the Varia suit about 2 minutes ago. So he is already speeding through this. There's no way he's gonna beat the game before me, though. Because, yeah, Ridley is right around here. I just need to farm out a couple things. Yeah, but you cheat to get the ice cream. You get it early. Because you're a cheater. A cheater, pumpkin eater. Actually, no. I will not. It's just another mock ball that I got first try. Oh! Oh, I see how it is. Hey Chad, am I going the right way? Because I don't think I am. I think I accidentally took the exit away from Ridley. Because I am way above where he is. Oh god, chat. I took a wrong turn somewhere. No, that's Ripley. Alright. Chat, I fucked up. Tomato, tomato. Oh, chat. Oh, chat. Oh, chat. Yeah, I royally screwed up. We definitely don't have enough time now. Alright, alright, alright. Oh, this was an unplanned stream, kind of. So it's fine. I'll just finish it off stream. Well, okay, tell you what, guys, there aren't many people in chat at the moment, I don't think. Do you want me to continue this when we go back to Lisa and just start with this and then move into Lisa? Or do you guys just want me to go back to Lisa next week? I will leave it up to the first person who responds. So if you respond quickly, you get to decide something that happens next week. Whichever you prefer more. Okay. I am going to just finish it off stream then. That is what I prefer more. So. I will see you guys next week. I don't know what we're doing yet. Schedule might be a little wonky again. We have to figure something out. Deep Rock is having an event soon, so we gotta figure out when we're doing that. Want to find us a lovely bean raid. Prefer to see your reactions to Lisa. Fair. Lisa does give good reactions. Rock and Stone, there it is. We're gonna raid Atsumori. So he is streaming miniatures. Alright. So, if you want to hang out after stream, I have a Discord. If you want to keep up with my bullshit and other updates, I have a Blue Sky. If you ever miss a stream, I'm watching on YouTube. If you'd like to join on the raid message is Dapper Dragon Raid. You can use whatever emotes you want. As long as I copy the raid message, that's all I care about. I will see you guys on Monday. Bye.